everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Ravens going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So it'll be first down here after the run. They're going to look to throw. They shakes him off. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The former Michigan Stater, it's Jeremy Langford. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. This is Langford. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Let's go! Over! All right, now, look at 56. Look at
He'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry for Amir Abdullah, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. They go with Abdullah again. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Weber. And he connects with Ebron. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 11 and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 3rd down, Weber. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weber. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, Weber. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Green Beckham in motion right. to throw on second down. Weber flushed out right. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And tough starting field position here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Eli Rogers, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Lions. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weber. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Right, here we go.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
Patriot!
Off the play fake. Weber. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. 1:57 to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now here come the Ravens. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Langford. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll drop the throw. And he's got Rodgers. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch it now.
Running right. This is Langford. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 3rd and 4. To throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A final shot before break. Weber. It's complete. Abdullah. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. 61 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the tight end, Ebron, in motion. To throw on second down. Weber. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. And it'll bring up third down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw on third down, Weber. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Langford. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jeremy Langford, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 21-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Now let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriots.
Looking to throw on second down. Weber going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Blue, land it. Blue,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
No.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Here we go now.
To throw on second down. Weber, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. So now it's first and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't get him down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down near the 34-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a handoff looking right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Ravens on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, Detroit.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Play action. Weber. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Weber. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Langford again. And, oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. A handoff to Abdullah. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Weaver. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Weaver. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Kennedy. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Detroit 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing on 1st down. Weaver eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down. Weaver, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kamale Correa. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. And the tight end Ebron in motion.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Weaver. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, well, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On first down, they go with Dixon, finding room inside the 40. It's a foot race. Kenneth Dixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And partner, this